Okay, so first I'm going to demonstrate the trick for you, and then I will show you how to do it. So I start by going to the cards, and whenever you want to, you can say stop.
Stop.
Okay, so we're going to stop there. Now I'm going to separate these into 3 piles. Take 1, 2, and this is your card. Look. Okay. Now I'm going to put it back into the deck, and I'm going to shuffle so that the card gets mixed in there. Okay, so I'm gonna go through these and see if I can find your card. If I'm not mistaken, this is your card. Hey, Kane, is this your card?
You're mistaken.
It's not your card?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you you're sure?
Yes.
Oh, okay, let me look for it again. Okay. This was your card, right?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, okay. What about this one?
No.
And what about this one?
No.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Now I'm gonna set the deck aside. Now I'm just gonna make sure that you didn't see right or something. This wasn't your card.
No.
You're positive.
Yep.
Like positive.
Yes.
And this wasn't your card either.
No.
Okay. And neither of these two were your cards.
No.
Okay, well, I want you to come here and pick 2 of these. Yeah.
These 2.
Okay, now these 2 go out. Now pick one of those 2 cards.
This one.
Okay, that one goes out. Was this your card?
Yes, it was.
Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do the trick. So, you take the deck, and let's just mix it up. And you start from the top, not the bottom, the top, and you just start going one by one, and you say, whenever you want to, they tell you to stop. And the 3rd card that you deal out, which in this case is the 8 of clubs, right? You want to remember that card, and then you keep going, and whenever they say stop, you stop, and then you put them back on the top of the deck in the same order that you dealt them. And so here we have the 8, and it's the 3rd card. So then you separate it into 3 piles, and you take 1 card, put it on this one, take the 2nd card, put it on this one. You want to make sure that the top of the deck, that you put it in the middle, so that when you take the 3rd card, it is the 8 of clubs. So you already know what the card is because you saw it when you were dealing them out. So you put it back in, and you tell them to shuffle. They shuffle all they want. Okay, and then you go through the deck, you keep going until you find the 8 of clubs, and you want to, if you're unlucky to have it as the last card, just do it again, because you want to put the 8 of clover and you want to put one card on top of it. And so that is the card that you're going to show them, and you ask them, is this your card? And when they say no, you flip it upside down, and it would appear that you are throwing the Q, but what you're actually doing is you are pushing the Q back and slipping out the 8. So you are going like this. But they can't see it because you have the deck upside down. And so I just threw down the 8, but it would appear that I threw down the Q. And then after you throw the 8, you put the Q on the top. Then you show them a different card, and they say, it's not my card. For this card, you don't need to slide any because you already know it's not their card. So you throw it down, and you put another card on top. Of course, this is upside down. You also want to remember that the 8 is right here. Show them another card, do the same thing, put another card up, another card, do the same thing, put another card up. Then you tell them, are you positive that none of these were your cards? They'll say no, and you're just going to tell them that you're making sure, and so you take, the 8 is right here, so you take one card, 2 cards, you want to put the 8, or whichever your card is, third, and 1 card on top of it. So once again, you do the same thing, you go, was this your card? They are going to say no. When you put it down, you are going to do the same movement, slide the 6 back, pull up the 8, so you will go like this, then you will put the 6 on top. You say, was this your card? They're going to be like, no. So you put it down, you put another card back, you will say, are either of these 2 your cards? Most of the times they won't notice that you already showed them the 6, so it still works. So you put the cards down and you tell them choose 2. So the 8 is right here, so you don't want to take this card out. So if they say these 2, you would take out these 2. If they say these 2, you would take out these 2. If they say these 2, you would take out these 2. Just whatever it takes to keep this card in. So let's say that they choose this one and this one. You're like, okay, so these 2 go out. And then you tell them pick one. If they pick this one, obviously you take this out. If they pick this one, obviously you take it out. I'm sorry. And so they pick this one, and so you take this out, and then you go, was this your card? If you did it right, the trick should work. I would recommend practicing the sliding motion. That's the hardest part of the trick, because if you don't do that right, or if you don't do it fast enough, they'll notice that you're messing with the cards and they'll get the trick. So that's how you do the trick.